Hi folks, I want to recommend this lecture, The Canon of the New Testament in Recent Research by Dr. Kruger. I will just listen to a minute of it and then I'll give you my thoughts.
This message is part of the educational ministry of Columbia International University. Final closed list. Now I want you to think about that definition for a moment. If we cannot use the term canon until books arrive in a fixed final closed list to which nothing can be added, and to which nothing can be taken away, then you have already inherently, by picking that definition, built into it the date of canon. Because we know it's really not until about the 4th century that that definition is met. It's really not until about the 4th century that you can say these books finally arrived in a fixed final closed list and to what you can either add or take away from it. However, here's the problem, is that this insistence that we can only use canon in that fashion is a rather new development. In fact, you may not know it, but over the last 25 or 30 years in the world of canonical studies, there's been a debate about the term canon and what it means. And one particular camp is winning. That particular camp that's winning is saying that you can use canon only for a fixed final closed list, and everything else you can call scripture, but you can't call it canon. Now, on the surface you may think, well, that seems fairly innocuous, doesn't seem so diabolical, what's the problem with that, right? But the impact of this new definition of canon has been monumental in canonical studies. Why? Because if you have that definition of canon, it pushes the date back. It pushes the date of canon back to the 4th or even 5th century.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I agree what he's saying there. I don't agree with the modern scholarship that talk about the canon of the 4th century and all the rest of it. There was in a way, canon before that, way before that. As I've said before, there's 17,000 quotations of the Gospels by the early church fathers shows you that there was a canon way before the 4th century. So anyhow, listen to the lecture, enjoy it. It's going to be a real blessing. Absolutely love this guy.